Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy AC back with another video. And I'm trying to fit out. First off, okay. Porter versus Thurman was fight of the year. Okay. I know people are gonna say the Salido fight was the fight of the year, but I decree I don't think we're gonna see a better fight this year than Thurman and Porter. I would like to see another fight rival what we just saw tonight, but for some reason I don't think we're going to see that unless Salido fights again. That's just being honest. Look, honestly, I thought Porter won. That's just what it is. 7 rounds to 5. I had 7 rounds going to Porter. Okay. I'm not mad that Thurman won. I would love to know what the judges were seeing, because the only thing that I saw Thurman really winning was was clean punches. All right, but if we're judging the fight based on ring generalship, defense, effective aggression, and clear punches, then in all fairness, we have to logically conclude that Porter had 3 of the 4. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Thurman rocked him a couple times. Well, yeah, he shown up did rock him. He rocked him once. The second time, Thurman came in. I'm sorry, not Thurman, but Porter came in, and he came in off balance. It would have been ruled a knockdown had Porter went down. You know what I mean? But the second one, Porter didn't get rocked because you could saw how he quickly recovered. As far as Thurman, everything that I thought was going to happen, it happened. Okay, let's just be honest. I knew that Thurman could not handle the pressure that Porter was going to bring, and that's exactly what happened. The same thing that happened in the Collazo fight. The same thing that happened in the Collazo fight happened in this fight. Let me find out that Keith Thurman has a jelly body, like his body is made of jello. I mean, look, the blueprint was out in the Collazo fight. Okay, Thurman has a strong chin, he has a weak body. It's the same thing with Brandon Rios and every tough fighter that can take a bunch of punches to the face, but at the same time, you hit them to the body, they get on a bicycle and start running. It was the same thing that happened tonight. And also, you have to wonder, Thurman spent most of the night on the ropes. He tried to fight off the ropes a couple times, but let's just be honest, he wasn't very successful. He wasn't very successful fighting off the back foot and fighting on the ropes. He wasn't that successful. I don't understand. I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, Thurman was effective as far as counter punching. He really was. He was effective with the counter punching. Because Thurman relied on that left hook, especially early in the fight. So I can understand that. But my God, man. Yeah, Porter came in with the double jab, with the single jab, the double jab. He came in and he just started working. He just started piling up points on Thurman's body, which I didn't think was being counted by the refs. By the judges. I'm sorry. The punches to the gut that Thurman was sustaining from Porter wasn't being looked at. Let's just be honest. Thurman was forced to fight at Porter's pace for the majority of the fight. And Porter made it dirty, and Thurman could not handle that. He couldn't handle it, yo. He couldn't handle it. that's just what I seen. Like I said, if we're gonna judge this the way that it should be judged, clear punches, Thurman won. Effective aggression, Porter. All right, effective aggression, Porter. Ring generalship, I'm sorry, Porter dictated the pace. He dictated the pace. It was times where it was a couple of the rounds that Thurman won. He was on the attack and he was walking down Porter. But those times were few and far in between, like more like in the middle rounds when Porter started to tire out a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was Porter that was dictating pace. Because if Porter wasn't dictating pace, then Thurman could have easily kept the fight in the middle of the ring, which he was unable to do. And also, Porter effectively cut off the ring a couple of times. When he was showing head movement and he was moving from side to side, showing head movement and everything like that, it was far in between that Thurman got out of there. So he showed how to cut off the ring. He did it twice in that fight where he effectively cut off the ring and he kept Thurman on this bite. So, I mean, I'm not mad that Thurman won, but me personally, I think Sean Porter won the fight. And I gave y'all my reasons. I don't mind seeing a rematch. This is definitely fight of the year. I think this fight has a potential classic written all over it. You know what I mean? Like Vargas and De La Hoya, you know what I mean? Or Trinidad and, you know what I mean? Like these types of fights. I think this fight is going to be there. I think that if they do a rematch, I don't think the rematch is going to be as good as the original because they got 36 minutes and 12 rounds of fight tape to look over. So both are going to make adjustments. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not mad that Thurman won. I just think Porter won. And those are my reasons. If you all disagree with me, feel free. You know what I mean? Feel free to comment. Let me know. Make the response videos. This is definitely Lions Den material. Get back to me. You know what I mean? Until the next time, it's your boy AC. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.